Hello everybody, it's Reverend Jack, and I just got off the phone with Larry Woltz, who says they've been getting a lot of calls and everything, and he is now trying to clean up his statements. At one point during my conversation with him, he said Wicca wasn't pagan, or what it was. And I told him to go look up the definition of the word pagan. And I told him that he obviously doesn't know anything about what he's talking about. And apparently he did look at my website, and he saw that some of the rules say we can't do this and everything. So I made arrangements for him to come to my house tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be recorded, and I will be uploading it to YouTube. However, they are now trying to clean up their statements. So those of you that didn't get a call back from Vicky Stryker or somebody there, they said that she was out walking her dog or meeting with the insurance company or whatever. In my opinion, it looks like they were trying to come up with a way to clean up Mr. Woltz's bigotry. That's my opinion. You can think of what you want. However, somebody in Canada was told that this was in the U.S., therefore it's not a Canadian issue. Well, I wasn't aware that only the United States had animals, and it was my thought that the SPCA was an international organization, therefore they have a right to say when bigotry is being used by any branch anywhere in the world, just like I would if it happened in Indonesia. And Vicky Stryker, because I told her I was recommending that people stop giving money to a bigoted organization known as the SPCA and donate their money to a no-kill shelter. She said, tried to make me feel guilty by saying, you're only hurting the animals. So I clearly told her the facts. They mass murder more animals than they ever help. In 1 year, they mass murder more animals than they help since their conception. Would be a pretty good guess there. Because they just euthanize them and burn them up. Yet they beg for money. They beg for bags of food. They beg for litter. They beg for this. Why? Why give them, if they're going to kill the animals, why donate to them? Yes, the SPCA, when it started out to protect and stop cruelty to animals, was a wonderful thing. Now they're overstepping their bounds. They are no longer protecting them animals. They are murdering those animals. So now, Miss Stryker wants me to feel guilty because I tell you don't support a murderous organization and give your money to a no-kill shelter. Do I feel guilty? No. And I told Mr. Woltz, him and I were talking about a few minutes ago about the things he was saying, and he said, oh, but that's an investigation technique. I asked you if you had a satanic decor to try to get something. I asked you 3 times. I said, did you sacrifice animals to try to get an answer out of you? And I told him, I answered you every time, I do not. And I told him that those that even buy into that Christian sky daddy and that stupidity of Satan, they're reverse Christians. They're not really Satanists. They're another sect of Christians. And I told them where they stole their Satan and Lucifer from, which he didn't even know about. So he doesn't even know his own religion. But he wants to abuse and chastise other religions. Then he said something about, because I have an altar, obviously rituals goes on there. How many Christian homes have altars in? Anyway, he will be here tomorrow morning. It will all be videotaped. And yes, I'm sitting here in pain now, but I wanted to update you personally instead of Nick, since I personally told you in the beginning what was going on. But Nick will be recording the entire event tomorrow. and it will be uploaded. I informed him of this, and he said, well, you do whatever you feel you have to do. And I told him, yes, in order to protect myself from them, I do feel it necessary. But I told him that he was going to my altar, and I defy him to find animal or human blood on it. And at first he said, well, I don't have to go that far. I said, no, you said I sacrifice animals. In my pain, I'm going up the fucking steps with you, and you are going to look at it. The accusations are made, then they're going to do it all the way. Then when I requested that when they find these accusations are wrong, that they file a false complaint against the person who filed the complaint. They said, oh, but we don't have that authority. I said, but you're telling me you're a police officer, but I only have authority over animals. Well, then then the SPCA is nothing but an organization for people to harass other people. Plain and simple. It's okay for somebody to come up and slander you, but as any other police officer would do, any police officer would file false complaint charges against somebody when they do something like this. But I guess because I'm pagan, they won't do it. They don't want to. I don't know. Or maybe they're not police at all like they claim to be. Because police officers have arrest powers. He claims to be a police officer. The paper I showed you this morning said he was a police officer. Could it be he's refusing to do his job? Anyway, I'm going in and take my pain pills now that this is over for the day. And you will see video. It may take, depending on how long he's here, it may take a couple of videos. But you'll see in video everything that transpired. And I told him, because I am hostile right now, I am insulted, but he tells me I have no right to be, that is a technique of investigation. So they're already cleaning up what they did. They don't want to admit to what they did. But anyway, I'm going to take my pain pills. I'm going to try to relax. You'll see it tomorrow. I don't care how many videos it takes to get it up. You'll see it tomorrow. Okay? Until then, I'm going to lay down and rest. Thank you all for your support. Keep the calls going. Keep the emails going. And let them know we will not stand for it. Their persecution days are over. And I informed them pagans were their biggest donors. And he said he challenged that. So maybe we should take all of our money and put it into no-kill shelters and show them. And no, Mr. Riker, when you look at this, you didn't make me feel guilty. You're the one that should feel guilty for murdering them animals when you're supposed to be protecting them. Until later, hail Satan, hail thyself, bless